una carogna.
Say it again.
With China, una carogna. Don't you ever get old.
What's it say? What do they say?
It means, I don't want to hear about it getting old because it's in English, it's ain't worth it, cacarela. Don't you ever get old? Cause don't think cause you, oh, I'm gonna quit. You ain't gonna do. You gonna die. You know what? You wait. When you get old, you wait to die.
So much for retirement.
I said, well, you tell us talking. I don't want to ever. I don't want to ever get old. If that's what you feel. I thought, hell, I retired and I did. Bullshit. They used to say, bullshit. They would say bullshit. Bullshit.
That's right.
Boy, no education, but boy, they had common sense. They had common sense.
They were funny. Don't ever get old.
Yeah, la carogna. You got it done in black and white.
That's right.
My mother's oldest brother, his name is Dominic.
Okay.
I'll tell you a story about that.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. Anyway, he worked in the mines. My grandfather told me, he said, you have to go in the mines. He said, why? Well, you have to buy clothes for your sister. Guess what they bought it at?
What?
Parson Siders.
Did they?
The most expensive store. And he bought my Aunt Catherine and my mother all their wedding gowns, shoes, socks, high heels, everything they bought. They went to the mines. My grandpa told me, hey, Dominic, you have to go in the mines. You got to pay for this stuff. And he tell you. But I'll tell you a story about the other. My mother, all of us are named after her side.
You
Mom
told me
and Dad
that.
didn't get nothing. He had a brother Louis. None of us named Louis.
Yeah?
He had a sister named Sally. None of us named Sally. My mother got everything. She had a brother named Frank. That's who I was named after. Brother named Dominic. That's who my brother was named after. Her firstborn only lived to be 2.5 years old, Johnny. That's her dad's name, John Perry. And let's see what else. Mary, she was named after one of her. Oh, we found out we had another sister.
Oh.
We found out her name was Mary.
Uh-huh.
I believe it when I see it. Because when Victor Lee came back, he found her.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. And I said, you gotta show me birth certificates and everything. And he went back next time with John Spackport. They went to the courthouse. I got the names and everything right here.
Wow.
And I was telling my cousin Sammy from all over here. He said, Frank, I'm like you. They didn't tell us a damn thing. They didn't tell us nothing. You think, he said, you know what? We don't even know if our people were gangsters or what. They didn't tell us nothing. He said, around here, if two sisters don't speak, they get mad. You know,
Yeah.
What the hell's the matter with you? You don't talk to your sister. Well, you people left your people never went back. That means you didn't even like him.
Yeah, that's true.
How could you do that? You know what? You know what? I forget who it was told my mother that. She said, I'll never forget. He said, you talk about these people here not speaking. You left your mother, everybody. She didn't like what she heard. She said, forget. I have to go. I have to go bathroom. She didn't want to hear it. That's a good way to get out of it.
That's right.
But then, you know what? Oh boy, the things you won't believe. And my poor dad, he didn't get nothing. He didn't get no names or nothing. But then came the time, and his brother was in World War I.
Oh, okay.
He was gassed.
Oh.
He couldn't speak hardly nothing. His name was Luigi Perry.
Yeah.
And he couldn't say Perry. He'd go, what's your name? Luigi Per. So we went up there to see him at Aspenwall Veterans Hospital in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Mary said, let me go first. I go first. She went first. I went up there and that guy said, he don't have no name saying Perry. I mean, Luigi Perry. Don't have nobody.
Mm-hmm.
See, he looked through all the files and said, there's no name like that. And Mary said, come back. She said, I don't think they got him up here. I said, let me go over there and see. Go over there and see. I got an uncle, his name is Luigi Perry. He said, another woman was here. I don't have nobody with that name. I said, can I see your files? He said, I tried to tell her, what other woman, we don't have the name like that.
Yeah.
I said, can I see the file?
Uh-huh.
I looked at the file. I saw Luigi Per, P-E-R. That's the way he pronounced it.
Uh-huh.
And I said, that's my uncle. Well, that's Per. I said, that's my uncle. He was gassed in the war.
Yeah.
And he couldn't speak very good. He couldn't say Perry. He said, Luigi Per. He said, well, if that's what you said, I felt sorry for him because he was gassed. He was gassed by the Germans.
Yeah.
And we got to see him and everything.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
And you know what? After he got worse, because he couldn't breathe, after so long you can't breathe, it goes right to your lungs.
Yeah.
He was buried in Arlington.
Did he?
Arlington Cemetery in Washington, D.C.
Huh. I'll have to look him up.
But you know what? Now my dad and mother was upstairs talking.
Yeah.
I was downstairs with my Uncle Louie,
Mm-hmm.
and here comes my dad.
Yeah.
I mean, they tell on each other. You know what? My mother and dad was upstairs talking, right?
Yeah.
And he comes down there. As soon as he tells his brother he has to leave. So my mother had to tell him, right?
Yeah.
We got kids here. We can't support him either.
Yeah.
We don't have enough money here to support our own kid.
Yeah.
Because when he come down, right away he told me, he said, I just got a check for $21.
Uh-huh.
They had gas lights.
Uh-huh.
They had them old socks on them.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? He said, I'm going to keep $1 when I have to pay gas. They shut the lights off. I'm going to give you $20, but you have to leave. He said, where you want me to go?
Oh.
He said, I don't care where you go, but you have to go, because I got the big family here, and I can't do it by myself.
Yeah.
His brother had tears. I was right there.
Oh.
Uncle Louis had tears in his eyes. He said, Frankie, I gotta leave. He liked me. When I lived over in Muddy, he come to see me every day.
Did he?
When I lived down in Muddy, he lived, that's where I lived.
Uh-huh.
That's where your dad was born.
Yeah.
And I felt so sorry for him. Gee whiz. And then from
Oh.
there, he was roaming the streets for a while.
Yeah.
And then he went to Aspenwall.
Oh.
They just chased him out.
Yeah.
You know what? Because they had 7 kids and they couldn't do it.
Yep.
Couldn't do it with that little bit of money he made with the mines.
Nope.
But I remember, because I got the strap. When she said, you're going to get a whipping, I got the whipping.
Grandma Perry was tough. Yeah. We were all afraid of her.
I wasn't afraid of her, but I knew that when she said, you're going to get a whipping, you got a whipping.
Yeah.
Because I gave her $1.50. I said, all I wanted was 15 cents. She give me a dime. I said, I need another nickel. You know, go get the nickel. I don't have a time to give you a nickel.
Uh-huh.
Now you go eat it. You go ahead. I said, I'm not hungry. Can I have a nickel to go to the show? No. You got a dime. It costs 15 cents. I don't care what it costs. That's all you're going to get.
Oh.
I said, I'll give you $1.50.
Yeah.
You give me 10 cents. That's all you're going to get. His show cost 15 cents. Moore's Opera House,
Yeah.
15 cents.
Yeah.
And Orpheum Theater was 15 cents. Ritz and Robson Grand was 25 cents. Well, forget that. I couldn't make that work. Anyway, and we went to show every Sunday.
Yeah.
But I had to tell lies to get that money. Yeah, I was out there from we leave 4 o'clock in the morning, go around by Johnny Jordan's, down that hill, across the tracks. But you know, them engineers, they had the place down there where all the trains and everything goes.
Yeah.
They got a thing on that. It said they throw a switch. All that dust from the coal
Yeah.
goes right all over. When they see us coming, that's what they put out. We'd have it in our eyes, in our hair, and everything.
They throw the switch.
Yeah, but they didn't want us to go through there. They turn that switch, and boy, that stuff comes out like rain.
Oh, gee.
Black, it'd be in your eyes and everything.
Oh, that's no good.
And when we got there, I forget what it was. We got a. I said, let's do something about that. I said, what are you gonna do? I said, you got one of those pouches you carry stuff in? He said, yeah, I got one. I used to carry milk in it. I said, okay, let's put some rocks in it. Mr. Big Shot. I said, let's put some rocks in there. And when we go through there, he does that. We throw rocks.
Rocks at them.
We throw rocks at the engineers. You know, for a while they stopped. One of them got black. You got black eye, hit him right here.
Oh.
You just barely touch your eye and you get black.
Yeah.
You got black eye. When we went down there the next day and get Tony, what's it? I forget what his name was. You see that guy with the black eye? He said, who was it? Who was it? Who's that? I said, me. I see the rock. I wanted the credit. He said, well, you hit the spot right there on the eye. You got a black eye. I said, well, I don't think he's going to throw that switch anymore.
And
so
then
we walked through there.
and
You know what? We used to go, how you doing? They waved at.
Oh.
We waved, how you doing? They waved back. They was afraid to throw that switch. Oh, what times we had.
And then you got to so you left at 4 in the morning, and then you got to the golf course, and then you caddied all day?
All day. You know something?
You caddied all day?
Huh?
You caddied all day?
Caddied all day. And then on top of that, we used to put our lunches, my mother used to make our lunches, we used to put them in trees, you know.
Yeah.
One day I went to, it was full of ants.
Oh.
You don't put them in the trees.
It's full of ants?
Lesson fast.
Oh, gee.
And then it was full of ants, and I was hungry, and I didn't know what the hell to do. Jeez, so weird.
What'd you do?
Well, they had, like, for people who wanted to play golf with rich people,
Yeah.
they had a place there where they could buy ice cream, you know, stuff. So, I forget who it was. He was good to me, Mr. Bartlett. He said, you look like you have nothing to eat, Frank. You're losing weight.
Yeah.
I said, I didn't eat today. He said, what happened? I said, I had my lunch in the tree. Ants got it before I did. He said, well, you hungry? And I said, yeah. He said, what do you want? I can get you a sandwich in there where they make sandwiches. I said, I appreciate that. And he got me 2 sandwiches. And he said, you want something to drink? I said, I'll take water. I'm going to get you a soda. He was real nice about it. And
That's nice.
I finally ate. You know something? Made me sick with all them things going around my bread.
Gee.
I was getting ready. I said, oh man, well, I had good salami in there with mayonnaise. And I was hungry. And then you go get it and it's full of ants.
Gee whiz, that's bad. Well, at least you got a good lunch.
I was tired because this guy wanted to play 18 holes instead of 9.
Yeah.
And I was tired. When I came back, I was didn't get to eat till I got me. Here comes Mrs. We call her the cat. We call her the cat. She had a store. Her name was Linda Downs. She had a dress shop for women.
Uh-huh.
Right there on the corner. And when nobody wanted to caddy for her.
Yeah.
Because here's what she did. It took her 5 minutes to sway. she dressed the bra, then she looks at it, and I thought to myself, it's going to take us 4 hours. Right? And I know. She looked at the ball. I thought, what the hell is she looking at? Well, she hit the ball. So she went like that. She went like that. Then she stopped. And I thought, hell, I'll be here till midnight. You get 30 cents.
Yeah.
You keep a quarter, but you had to give the caddy back her nickel.
Yeah.
He was in charge of all the caddies.
Yeah.
And I said, so I'm busting my rear end. I don't think I want to give you the nickel. He said, you're going to give me the nickel,
Oh.
or you're not going to caddy no more.
Oh, gee.
I had to give him the nickel.
How old were you?
You know what?
How old were you?
I started out there when I was 12 years old.
12?
Frankie Barbario. My mother said, you're going out there? He said, yeah. He said, will you bring Frankie? I need the money.
Oh.
We need money. I
Yeah.
said, yeah, I'll bring him out there. His name was Frank Barbario. And I started out there. I was out there. And you know what?
Yeah.
Even after school, I got off of the bus down West End.
Yeah.
All the kids who look at him, he's going to go out there. Well, yeah, you people are rich. I don't want to say what the word is. You don't have to go out and work.
Yeah.
But
You
I
had to
said,
do it after school, too?
after school, I was even a senior in high school, and I still went out to golf course. I got off at West End
Oh, gee.
and still went out there and caddied. Sometimes I wouldn't even get my lessons done because I didn't have time.
Oh.
But anyway, they had down there at West End, right across where the fish and chips is.
Yeah.
Used to be a little store there. I used to stop there, but they had, because I wanted something to eat, and I knew when I went home I had to wait.
Yeah.
I thought everybody liked powerhouses.
Yeah.
It's a candy bar,
Yeah.
and we had the guy down there that owned the place. We wanted powerhouses in the freezer.
Oh.
When it came out,
Yeah.
you had, it would still be frozen the time I got home. And I
Oh.
ate it all the way home. And when I got there, my mother said, what's the matter? You're not eating good.
Uh-huh.
I said, I don't feel like, I didn't feel like I ate a birthday. Because she'd get mad.
Yeah.
Because they want you to eat, you know.
Yeah.
But I tell you what times we had. Well, I tell you what. We used to raise the cattle up here where I live, up in all that area. Up
Yeah.
there. I told you about that.
Yeah.
Well, my dad decided the cows used to give 3 gallons you milk a cow twice a day.
Yeah.
You get 3 gallons in the morning, 3 gallons, that's a lot of milk.
Yeah.
6 gallons. Then we used to sell it for 10 cents a quart.
Yeah.
My dad said the cow wasn't given the 6 gallons. So he said, from starting next week, he made plans. I have to bring the cow to Golf Holler.
What for?
So the cow would get more to eat, because it was about 15, 20 cows up here. Over there at Golf Holler, there was only 3 cows.
Oh.
The other cows up here, it was eating all the grass. Our cow wasn't getting nothing. When I went up there to get our cow, she was eating green leaves off the tree.
Oh,
There
poor
was no
thing.
grass.
Oh.
And so I said, okay. But when I went at Golf Holler, I had to pass Northview Schoolhouse.
Oh, that's right. You told me this.
Oh boy, what a time. What a time. And them one rich ones that didn't have to work,
Yeah.
go look at it. The cow was pissing and shitting at the same time. Your hair, cow, yes. Oh man, you think it's lightning. I had it in my eyes and my hair and everything. and they was going, looky, looky. That the cow lifted up its tail, and I mean, it came down. You won't believe, like a storm. And then on top of that, that wasn't enough. She shit. It was real soft. And you know what? And when I got home, my mother said, "What happened?" And I told her. She said, "In the tank. Don't even think about washing. Take them off and put some gasoline on their clothes and burn them." She said, "I'm not washing them clothes." She said, "I had it all over. I had it in my hair and I said, "I'm not going." "Yes, you're going to school," she said. "You have to go to school." I stink. It's in my shoes. I can't go. You see, I don't care. You have to go to school. I went to school. Nobody wanted to sit. Nobody wanted to sit with me. But I went to them, they go, "What is that?" I was ashamed to. I couldn't tell them what happened. Well, I'll tell you another one. Down there by Carmen Hill, that's where your brother bought that house, your dad.
Yeah.
There was a fence back in there. The cow was on this side. And my brother was only like 10 years old.
Yeah.
I was 2 or 3 years older than him.
Yeah.
And the cow farted. You never heard that before. He said, "What was that?" I said, "Well, you go to soon find out because tomorrow you're going to watch the cow by yourself." "Well, I don't know what to do." I said, "Well, you're going to find out." He said, what was that noise?" I said, the cow farted. "That kind of a noise, big noise like that?" He said, "Boom." I said, "Yeah." Anyway, one day he watched the cow. She lifted her tail up. He said, and it had a little bit of rocks right there. It splashes. Let me tell you. I mean, the cow, where it comes out, I bet you the whole home's a swine. And he said, I don't think I want to watch cow. I don't want to watch cow. No. I said, "Hell, I can't do it all the time." "Well, you can do it better." I said, "What do you mean better?" Anyway, he said, first time I didn't go with him. I look out the door and I said, "Oh my." He was in this guy's garden. The cow was in that guy's garden. Eating all the fresh corn coming up.
Oh no.
And he was playing Mumble Peg. I said, "Dominic, where's the cow?" I don't know. I said, "You better know. She's in Jim Barnes' garden." Look at it. He said, "Oh my God." I said, "What the hell was you doing, sleeping?" I raised hell with him. He said, "Well, I didn't know you were supposed to." I thought, "Where was the cow?" I said, "Hell no. That's why they call you watching the cow. You got the chain on, you got to jerk her until her come back." I said, "That guy's going to put more seeds out." She already ate all the small corn coming up.
Oh no.
Yeah. And look at that guy didn't come out of the house.
Oh boy, that would have been bad.
Well, he would have told my dad. See, now you come over and plant new ones.
Yeah.
Well, he would have told me.
Yeah.
My dad would have to do it.
Yeah. That's
Because
true.
you're supposed to watch your cow. You've been doing it. since I was 12. He said, do I have to do it that long? I said, you better bet it. You better believe it. I said, because next week, Frankie Barber wants to take me to the golf course. He said, what am I supposed to do? I said, you're supposed to watch the game. You're going to get promotion. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to go golf course. You're going to watch a cow. And you better watch a cow.
That's right.
If she goes in somebody's garden,
You're good.
He's going to get on you, boy.
Ooh, you don't want that.
And what a time we had. Ooh. And you know what? When I brought the cow at Golf Holler, we got 8 gallons.
Wow.
We got 8 gallons. We got 4 and 4. My dad was right. The cow wasn't eating good. He was really, you know what? Had a satchel that carries 4 quarts.
Yeah.
10 cents a quart. 30 days, $3 a month.
Gee whiz.
And I different people. And my mother used to buy the cheese, not the cheese. She used to buy sugar, coffee, stuff like that. I like money.
Yeah.
We had no grocery bill. And then we had a garden
Yep.
for vegetables. We had, I mean, they know how to do it because that's what they did in San Giovanni.
Yeah.
My dad said that's all he ever did all day long was work in the garden. When he came here, the first thing he'd done, he wanted to make a garden. He said that was his livelihood. He
Yeah.
was like a farmer, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? One day we was out there in the garden. He decided to plant potatoes.
Yeah.
It was in April. It was in April. It was nice and warm. You know what? Before we go, you got to put the eyes of the potato up.
Okay.
Okay. Because that makes it start growing, and the stem will come out.
Mm-hmm.
Because the eye of the potato shows. But
Okay.
if you turn it down in there, it can't go in the ground.
Right.
So before we had the ground covered with dirt, I mean not dirt, with the soil, you got to cover them up.
Mm-hmm.
Cover them up so they grow. Before we had them covered, we got a big snow.
Oh.
And my dad was cussing. He said, damn, all this work for nothing. You know what?
Mm.
We planted 100-pound potatoes.
Yeah.
That's one big sack. We got 21 bushel that year.
Wow.
And my dad said, you know something? If I knew, I'd go wait, put them in the ground, but I think it'd go to snow. When you go to snow, I go plant in the ground. He remembered.
Yeah.
We got 21 bushel.
Wow.
We sold a lot of it to Patsy Sabatel.
Yeah.
And we used to sell, he wanted the green beans.
Yeah.
He wanted the green beans and he sold them by the pound
Yeah.
to his customers.
Yeah.
And then my mother said she told my dad, when you go to Patsy's, tell them you don't want no more money. You want, how was it?
Like a store credit or something.
No, how was it? He said, my mother said, she took care of our money.
Mm-hmm.
She was shrewd. She said, don't tell them you don't want the money. You want the groceries.
Yeah, credit. Yeah.
You want the sugar, you want the coffee, you want the salt, you want everything we can't grow. And he said, what else, Rosa? He said, I'll tell you tomorrow some more. She was the boss.
Yeah.
Anyway, and we never had to buy nothing.
Yeah.
Black pepper, we never bought none of that kind of stuff.
That's pretty
You
good.
You tell him you don't want the money. You want the stuff to take home.
Yeah.
And that's what we did. We had Dr. Well, what a doctor. But I tell you what, we had good doctors back then. Dr. Nutter.
Uh-huh.
What a doctor. My dad worked at the mines. Most of the old people, they worked at the mines.
Yeah.
And we had Dr. Brennan.
Yeah.
He was a company doctor.
Yeah.
What a doctor.
You didn't like him.
Like it. Everything in that was different color aspirin.
Oh.
No matter what your trouble was, you had an aspirin. And I wasn't getting any better.
Oh.
You know what? Wasn't getting any better. And old lady Carter told my mother, said, you want a good doctor. If that doctor's not doing your son any good, there might be something else wrong with your son.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, who are you going to get? She said, I got a good doctor. His name Roscoe Nutter.
Mm-hmm.
Said he's very good. I've had him for years. So my mother got him. She gave me the number and everything. My sister Mary called. He sat down by the bed. He examined me and everything. He told my mother, you got to go to the hospital.
Oh.
So what's the matter? Your son, what kind of water you got? He said, over here in the pump.
Mm-hmm.
He said, close the pump, put the city water in, get the city water. Your son got typhoid fever.
Oh, you're kidding. I didn't know you had that.
That's from bad water. And on top of that, I lived on 20th Street.
Mm-hmm.
There was me, John Barbario, Tony Barbario, two Barbarios,
Mm-hmm.
me, Raymond Pouch.
Uh-huh.
All four of us had typhoid fever. They all
Oh.
got city water after that.
Oh.
And Raymond Pouch and the two Barbarios didn't have it that bad.
They got better pretty
They
soon?
got better, and they just took the aspirins or whatever that Dr. Brandon gave them. I was worse. I had to go to hospital. He said, your son has to go to hospital.
Oh,
He's
gee.
got to have more treatment. He got a bad case of it. And it was 2 weeks. I don't remember nothing.
Gee whiz.
I didn't remember nothing. And I finally got better. But, I mean, there was two in the Barbarios, and they never had to go to the hospital.
Well, something
Raymond Pouch didn't have to go to the hospital, but I had to go.
just got lucky.
But I mean, what a doctor. I mean, I would have died. I
Yeah.
would have died. I would have never made it. Because he said, your son has to go to the hospital. He's not going to make it here.
Well, that's good. It's good that he came
So
in.
Mr. Cottrell saved my life.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.